I'm not gonna what? I'm not gonna say much, but I'm currently fighting two guys that owe me quite a bit of money, and it's been a learn journey. And yeah, it seems that they're not coming to the party, so I'm pretty bleak because I was supposed to launch these brands that I have, and all my setups and everything was ready. Website is ready. Ads were ready and all of that, and I barely could even test. Basically, I ran out of fuel, right? And it's been a couple of interesting months because in South Africa and around, it's been really difficult to generate any kind of cash flow. And I was found myself in this situation where, yeah, I found myself in this situation where I was almost wanting to quit. I have done so much work and so much learning the last 2 years, and this was my grand all in type of situation. I came back from China from my last trip, and I was like, I'm gonna lock in now for 2 months, 3 months, get everything ready, and then all my savings, I'm gonna plug it into the business and literally hope for the best and utilizing all the strategies and all the learnings that I have now. And yeah, life took a different turn, when I was waiting for my money that I was invested in different deals to come back. Well, it turns out it's not coming back. I'm gonna obviously fight it now, but I need to adapt. And this is proper raw, as much as I didn't want to be sharing this or anything, it is what it is, right? So I started looking for the jobs, I started looking for different avenues. I need to provide for my family, I need to, pay bills. And it's been quite tough. But in all this moment of numbness, I realized I just can't do it, right? I cannot go look for a job. I cannot just go into that route, even though I could do very well. And I think I can, get a nice job if I really wanted to. And maybe I do it as a part-time or whatever. I have to do anything that I have to survive in a way. But going through this moment that I had this money that I was going to start investing in different team members, getting the team ready, the marketing, all of that. When I saw myself with nothing, I was like, Jesus, what do I do? So what I did was I carry on. I'm doing every day, 12 hours a day. I'm working, I'm studying, I'm learning, I'm putting a strategy, I'm launching, I'm learning about marketing. What it did allow me, so in disguise was actually a good thing, is that allow me to take control of myself and be like, you know what, is this what is happening? Let me just do everything right now that I can, which is my work, and nobody has to, pay me for that because I work for myself. So what I did is I learned how to do a website using AI by myself fully. I learned how to do a whole market research, scrap all the database of different social platforms and different ways to gather data before you launch a product, which I think is amazing to have. Obviously utilizing AI, utilizing things, but the right prompting, how you build that prompt one after the other, how you gather all the information as a marketing person, how you can transmit that into a different AI system that gives you way better copy, etc. So anyway, I launched this new website. It's right now is running. The payment gateways and everything I tested out, everything is working with America and all of that. It's just waiting now for fuel, which is coming hopefully soon. Then I also allow myself to look at it I wanted to be running these websites. I wanted to be operating and all of that. And it's not happening now in the last 4 months of the year, which is supposed to be the best ones. Something else have come out, which is I'm doing more procurement, bespoke procurement for companies, and I'm busy with a very big order. If everything goes well, you know what? It much even better because I don't need to try and sell one item to a lot of people. I sell many items to one company or one person. Also, another thing that I'm learned is, another idea that I have that, it was an amazing concept, and I'm very excited about this new brand that we're going to be working on. I am going to be partnering it up maybe with 1 or 2 individuals. Maybe we're going to get an investor because it's in the supplement category, but the angle and the positioning that I kind of break down and curated for this is really, really revolutionary. I believe this can be something that can make impact worldwide. And it is based on fixing some issues that I find that it was on that category. From my own perspective, from my own experience, but also by doing the research and seeing that that pain point actually suffered by a lot of people, not just me. And the research based on that angle has shown me that we could be probably the first one on the forefront with this, in a category that is already so popular and one of the best categories to sell products online. So I believe that it has to do with the angle, with your value proposition, unique value proposition, how you position yourself in the market, what differentiator can you apply to others. And yes, that is where we are at the moment. So I'm very excited by that one. I also logged in. It was something that I had an idea and it was hovering there, but I went deep in now. I did all the marketing research, the manufacturing side. I have already a few meetings lined up with some suppliers in China. I'm developing the packaging and I'm developing the brand concept, colors, logo, how it's gonna look, etc. It's almost there. With all this research, I'm even testing how a website will look like. So I'm already doing 2-3 different website programs and creating the brand pitch strategy to eventually be able to present to investors or to partners. And the reason why I want to pawn it up and why I want to maybe perhaps get investors is not just purely based on money, but I'm in a stage of my life that I'm like, okay, I know my strengths, but I also know that this kind of product it can be so good and it can be so impactful that you need to go all in from the beginning. You cannot start slow because they're going to be copies, they're going to be people trying to take over this idea when they see it. So we need to really break in the market and dominate the market. And why I want to partner up with people that bring those skills, not just money, that bring the skill set that we need, that bring the connections that we need to really make this one hit all the way in and not start slowly and playing a long game. We will have different phases of the product releases, which creates really great customer journey and retention. But ideally, when we launch, we need to have everything from the packaging to the product to how we want to sell it to the subscription business models to the presentation to all of that. It needs to be 100%. There is no room to launch it mediocre. Other products you can start very mediocre and make it look nice in a nice website and start very much in a dropshipping business model with a very few units. This product, it can be then, but it needs to be very curated and we need to go into the market making noise. And for that, you require skill sets, you require people connected to bigger influencers, and you need obviously cash flow, which is your fuel to get that. So yeah, this is basically what I've been up to the last couple of weeks. I also joined a couple of network events. I've been training a lot. I've been going for runs in the late run club. So just trying to make myself way more visible in these circles. I've been locked in here in my studio for the last 2 years, so traveling and just getting a lot of knowledge. Now I'm about to start implementing that knowledge when it comes to everything from brand building, personal brand, business networking, and my China, South Africa, Turkey bespoke procurement agency, which I also was working on how we present to clients and obviously and also getting those leads and all of that. So thank you so much. And I guess this is just for the memories and to keep it here. That is part of the journey. I think this is part of this journey. One day I'll look back and be like, I was really in the trenches. I didn't expect it to be in this situation, but I'm here and nothing can stop me. I need to carry on believing that whatever we intended to do is going to happen sooner or later. And China is coming, so I'm glad for that because we do have a lot of meetings set up, interesting meetings. So have a look to my Instagram at Issa Jesus Lopez. at PremierTrading SA Instagram account. So we're gonna be sharing a lot of insiders. We're gonna have meetings with like people from marketing in China to product development to fashion. We're gonna be in Canton Fair. We're gonna be in Shenzhen for electronics. We're gonna go to Shanghai. We're gonna go to Xi'an, Chengdu. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be very much motivating to carry on building our brands. Thank you so much. And yeah, if any questions, I'm always open. Cheers.